Hello and welcome back to HWLRADIO.COM. You're here with your main man Hollywood. And today we got ASAP Rocky on suicide watch and solitary confinement. And issue to my fans and people who are supporting. Yeah, my bad, but they had me do jury duty yesterday. And on top of jury duty, hell, before that, it was just like the worst. The worst of the worst. Like Monday is supposed to be the best day to start the week off, and it was like, man, my Monday was slowed all the way down, but I'm so self-motivated that shit, I ain't gonna let that stop the rest of my damn week. But that's my last time smoking with people. Anybody that sounds sick, got a cough, any damn thing, you're not hitting my fucking blunt. Never again. But here goes the story. Last week, it was reported that rapper ASAP Rocky was arrested following a violent street altercation with two male stalkers in Stockholm, Sweden. Now comes word that Rocky is on suicide watch and solitary confinement. On Friday, a Swedish court ordered the 30-year-old be held without bond for another 2 weeks until his next hearing. Rocky apparently became suicidal after the Supreme Court declined his request for an appeal on Monday. The Supreme Court rejected the appeal request despite his lawyer's plea that the rapper is not a flight risk. The Supreme Court in Sweden only hears a handful of cases, and they didn't think Rocky's case was significant enough to hear the issue. According to Yahoo News, the Supreme Court declined the request after stating it found no reason to review the case. Rocky, whose real name is Rakim Myers, will be held in solitary confinement where inmates can be monitored 24 hours a day. He was moved to solitary confinement after he apparently became despondent. Members of the rapper's camp say he is suicidal and distraught. Fans took to social media to demand the release of the rap star over the weekend. The Free Rocky and Free Flacco hashtags were trending on Twitter.com and Instagram.com all weekend. Rapper Travis Scott shouted Free Rocky during his performance at the Wireless Festival in London, England, where Rocky was scheduled to perform this weekend. American hip-hop duo Earth Gang threatened to boycott concerts in Sweden if Rocky was not released. According to insiders, Rocky lashed out at the two white males who pursued him inside a cafe and back out onto the street. A video of the violent encounter that ensued shows Rocky throwing one man to the ground while other members of his entourage stomped them and called them derogatory names. Insiders say the men are twinks who propositioned the rapper because they assumed he was homosexual. Twink is slang for a young homosexual man in his late teens to early 20s who is slender and built and sometimes effeminate. Twinks target rich men or sugar daddies who pay their rent or supply them with cash for clothing, drugs, etc. Sweden is regarded as the most progressive place on earth for LGBT individuals. Sweden is known as the most gay-friendly place on earth. Homosexuality was legalized there in 1944 and declassified as a mental illness in 1979. The right to change legal gender was approved in Sweden in 1972. A law passed in Sweden in 2005 makes insemination and childbirth procedures free for lesbians, and the Stockholm Pride Parade attracts up to 400,000 spectators every year. Use of homosexual slurs or behavior that even suggests homophobia is dealt with very harshly in Sweden. In other words, Rocky may not see the light of day for a long time to come. So this is what I'm saying. Like, golly, are you serious? These people follow him around, but I didn't know about his entourage, stumping the people out. But at the same time, he told them to leave him alone. So evidently he done went to eat and then he done walked out. But my number one thing is, like, so why do y'all act like the musicians, the artists don't have no rights too? So y'all mean to tell me that y'all gonna keep on leaving this loophole wide open so people could just sit there and antagonize and sit there and try to jump on people's nerves until they snap and do something to them? Oh, now I'm gonna sue. Or now I'm gonna press charges. Or now you this, you that. I'm like, come on now, man. Like, and another thing, the rest of y'all artists, y'all need to boycott them and stop doing shows there, because guess what? The next person could be you. You got to stand up for your rights, because it seems like they killing the artists' rights or they trying to make examples out of artists. Because why? Because they jealous and they hate the fact that y'all making all that damn money. So I mean, y'all gotta stick together too now. So y'all better boycott that shit. And I don't know who these people are that said they was gonna boycott it, but Travis Scott, you need to be boycotting it. Everybody needs to be boycotting it because this is my number one thing. Everybody don't think it's that deep until the shoe is on their damn foot. Now all of a sudden, hey, where's everybody at? Where's everybody at? Let's stand up for this shit. Nah, motherfucker, remember we was going through it? You ain't do shit? Stand over there. But that's what I'm saying. So let's not get on that damn down spiral path and motherfuckers stand up for ASAP Rocky. But I did not know that these people was the number one place for the gays and shit. Seeming like the gay people is running the damn world now. They gonna hold this nigga and tell him he can't even get a bond because of a fucking fight. Man. But that's gonna be the show for today. So make sure you go over to HWLRADIO.com, download the radio station app. Make sure you check out the sponsors page. And if you don't want to do that, go to the Alexa skill app, search HWLRadio.com, enable it, and you can tell Alexa to play HWLRadio.com. And if you don't want to hear the radio station and you just want to catch up to the show, then search Hollywood KC27 Live Podcast on Google Play and the Apple Store. And I'm out.
That cocoa pop, throw it in a circle for me, let me see it drop. Shimmy, shimmy.